Hello, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night, and above the barcode right here, you can see who created those. You can also find them on Amazon if you'd like to find them, or purchase them, or see more about the artist. Okay. Yeah. I think this is going to go well for you. Let's see where it goes. See how we get there. You got a playful energy at the end here. You're creating something, but there's this whole situation going on here you're starting from. Oh my God. Getting released from a trap. That's a big thing. Oh, there's a lot coming in at once. So you got justice. Okay, you got justice. Somebody who should know better this is how this started. Somebody who should know better was trying to make you do something that they knew either you didn't want to do or you shouldn't be doing. It's not right. Somebody was trying to get you to do something that wasn't right. Either you didn't want to do it or you shouldn't be doing it either way. One of the two. Trapped reverse is telling me when they did this, like, they failed. They flat out failed. You got fledgling a little off here. Like, somebody should know better is what I'm getting. When I'm feeling this fledgling card coming in a little cockeyed, I feel like they should have known better. Like, they asked you to do something they shouldn't have. That's what I'm getting. And, like, you couldn't do it. And you had, like, obedience on its side is, like, you couldn't be obedient to them, but you had to be obedient to the situation and do what was right is what I'm getting. So it's like obedience to maybe yourself, maybe your self-loyalty, kind of like, that's not right. I got to do what's right. I can't do this. Justice comes forward. You're released from this situation. You actively make things right. It bothers you. This is one of those things where I feel like you do the right thing, but when the moon card comes in, it's like, you know you did the right thing, but you're not trusting that other people are going to see it that way. And it's kind of like, is this still going to go again? Even though I did the right thing, is this still going to work against me? It's kind of that weird feeling. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm doing the right thing, but is it going to backlash? Am I going to get backlash for it? But you have to. You do what you have to do. Now, whatever it is that happened here, this whole situation from the past, when that all was said and done, it was a rough moment. It's kind of like a second degree underworld feel to me, that right there. You had to go off in a different direction. I feel like that situation was so uncomfortable that you might have hung around for a little while afterwards, but you finally, sooner or later, you had to move on from it. You had to move on from it. And whatever it was, I feel like you moved on from it. You tried to. You got the Three of Wands here, like you're moving on from it. But then I'm getting right afterwards, the message card comes in. Like, people are trying to bring you back into it. Somebody's trying to bring you back into it. You had to move on. You're like, that's not right. I don't want to be a part of that. That's not for me. I had to do what was right. I did what I felt like I needed to do, and you did do what you felt like you needed to do. So you kind of moved on because you're like, you tried to hold on for a while, but it didn't feel right. I'm getting people, whoever you're dealing with, be it a person or a few people, they're keeping an eye on you after you left the situation, and they're not able to let go. These are both cards. Both of these cards are reversed. Invisible is like they're watching you is what I'm getting, because it's reversed. It feels like they're watching you. I don't feel like it's like creepy. I don't know, maybe it is, but they're watching. Somebody's watching. And they're not able to let it go. That's reversed. Like, let it go reversed is like you're not able to let go. They're not able to let go. Both of these are the environment. They don't want you to disappear. They want you to come back. This is why that message, when you finally decide to move on because you're uncomfortable and you're not feeling good about it, they're like, no, don't go. Don't leave. Um, for some of you, I literally feel like this is a job thing, and you put in your 2 weeks notice, and then people are trying to convince you not to go. The Seven of Coins pops in. And this is a weird card for this situation. It's kind of like... It's almost like people are finally telling you that, they're supporting your decision. They're supporting what you did. They agree that you did what you should have done. That you shouldn't feel bad about it. You did the right thing. They're supporting you in that. And I feel like you're looking at this like, why couldn't you just do this before? Why did you have to wait till I was ready to move on to finally show that you support me in this? And it's one of those things where, like, do I want to stay involved with this now? Do I want to keep going like this? Or is this a bit... Like, is this going to happen again to me? If I stay, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to stay? You're considering it. I mean, Gemini energy, you're going to consider possibilities anyway. But you're looking back like, there's a lot here, but I was ready to go on, and I kind of was giving my 2 weeks notice. I mean, what do I want to do with this? There's a lot of conversations is what I'm getting. Somebody doesn't want you to go. They really, really don't. They're really working overtime to get you to stay. You're going to come to a point where you have to make a decision. You've got the Two of Wands and the environment, like you have a choice between two different things. You have a choice. You have to choose one. You're going to have to summon what you actually think is right. I don't know if this is really helping you make a decision. Because I'm getting the Grove with playful, like, this might be actually what helps you make this decision. There's a very playful attitude, very, very playful, fun atmosphere when somebody's trying to win you over to get you to stay. I feel like you need to read between the lines on this one. My first instinct is you should continue on your thought and keep going. Because I'm getting like, it wasn't until push came to shove that they're showing you this attention. Okay? So if you never went on to this next situation or did what you were going to and started saying, well, I'm going to go, you never would have known how they felt. But the question is, are they just doing this because now they feel they have to? Because it didn't seem like they wanted to before. So it's almost like, is it only good until the opportunity passes you by and then it goes back to what it was? Like, what do you have to look forward to next? I'm feeling the summon, like going towards something else, summoning something else. Because the more I feel with this card, the summon card, it's like, if you already, like, if someone's already sitting at the table you're at, you don't have to summon them to come to the table. So when they're saying summon something, like you would summon something else. You wouldn't summon something that was already there. And I feel like that's what the advice is. Like, summon something else. I really feel like that's the advice. Make something else happen here, because you already know how this plays out. You already know the gratitude and the support doesn't come forward until you are ready to leave, and then they're like, well, if you're going to leave, then yeah, of course we support you. Like, I just feel like the situation in the past, justice worked out. You did what you had to do, but it seems like when justice worked out in the past, I feel like it's representative of other things that aren't quite right in the same situation. I feel like the whole situation is a little bit off. I don't see that really changing. Justice may have been served in the past, but the situation itself just seems like it's a lot of pain, a lot of problems. I feel like the advice here, I feel like for those of you this is hitting with, when this is really happening, it's almost like your spirit guides, divine intervention, whatever, saying, you know what, you don't have to stay in this situation any longer. You've done what you need to do. You are allowed to leave it and find something better. And they're kind of encouraging you to go towards something better. Allow yourself to have something better in life. You don't have to stay here and keep going through this, because I feel like this is also a heads up. If you stay and you don't move on, there's going to be more situations like this coming forward. The last time did work out with justice. Justice doesn't always show up, you know? You've done enough is kind of what I'm getting. You This opportunity is coming toward you. They're trying to help you find something better. Take the opportunity in front of you. Take the opportunity afforded you so life can improve for you, at least for a while. I mean, it's life. Hills and valleys, you know. All right. I hope that helps. Is there anything else with this? I think that's good. I think that's what they're saying. Like, basically, you know, don't walk away from an opportunity that's being handed to you just because you're finally getting some support after the fact. They're saying the whole situation that's going to keep having problems. Go into something else. Go into a different area. You've done enough here. Let somebody else do their own thing. Let somebody else pick up the pieces. Okay, I'm going to stop beating it to death. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.